Hey, in this video, I want to give you an update about the peer-to-peer lending platform Mintos, which is still the largest investment that I have in my peer-to-peer lending portfolio. So I've been investing on the platform since 2015 now, so it's over 4 years. And I want to give you some updates about this investment and the platform. So you will hear in this video what's changed on the platform, what they introduced, what I recommend doing now on Mintos, and also, of course, I will give you an update about the performance of my portfolio on Mintos. So how it's been doing since 2015. So there will be portions in the video where I just switch over to my computer to actually show you details about what changed on Mintos, what are my performances of my portfolio on the Mintos platform, and finally tell you if you should still invest on Mintos in 2019. Alright, so we are now logged into my Mintos account. So as I mentioned before, I've been investing on Mintos for over 4 years now, so I have a lot of data actually about the platform, but I will come to that a bit later. First, I want to show you all the news that's happened with Mintos over these 4 years I've been investing, and especially during the past year. So the first one that I just cannot go past it, basically, that the biggest news on Mintos is called Invest and Access. So basically what this is, they introduced that quite recently actually. It allows people to completely not only automate their investment on the platform, but also you can access your money anytime. So that's really great because people say that the main problem with peer-to-peer lending is that the money is stuck for at least the duration of the loans, meaning that even if you invest in short-term loans, that's usually 1 to 3 months, and people just want to have liquid investments that they can just access anytime they want. So this really promises above the average yield of 12%, so 12.6% on average. You can access your money anytime. It's diversified as well, and yeah, that just works on the Mintos platform. So that sounds great. I haven't tried it yet as I'm recording this update review. However, that's definitely something I will try in the next month, and also I might actually move my whole auto invest portfolio on Invest and Access as well. So I will try that out, and I will do also a separate video to show you how that works. So this was the main addition to the Mintos platform over those years. They also added a lot of options inside the auto invest feature. So I will show you my current auto invest feature that I'm using at the moment. And what you will notice immediately if you've been investing on Mintos for a while, well, that's all the different loans originators that are being added to the platform. So there are a lot of them now compared to when I started to invest over 4 years ago now, which means that you can really diversify your portfolio over many countries, over many loan types, over many ratings as well, if you want. And a lot of them comes with a buyback guarantee now. So that's really great, and it's available on many of the platforms that are listed on Mintos, as you can just see here. So of course, I chose only to invest in the loans that come with a buyback guarantee. Next, you can set your interest rate, the loan term. So that didn't change. I didn't actually change my criteria to invest. I lowered it to 11% at some point because maybe 2 years ago, there was a bit less loans with interest rate of above 12%. So at some point, I had some money that were not invested in new loans, so I had to change that. But as I said before, I'll probably move to Invest and Access in the near future, and I will make a video about that. So I might actually be again above 12% interest. And that's just some general information about the portfolio. This I also didn't change compared to when I first started to invest on the platform. So that was on the news, except that they didn't change a lot. The platform grew a lot as well in terms of numbers. Now they are processing, I think, over 100 million euros of loans every month. That's much bigger than when they first started. As you can see, there are much more loans originators and therefore loans on the platform. And that's really great for investors because now you can really have a diversified portfolio on the Mintos platform. Now I want to spend some time as well to show you my results with the platform. And first we'll go into this overview page here. So that's the numbers given by the platform. So let's have a look at those numbers. So I added some funds over the years. Now I have above 30,000 euros on this platform. I have an annual average return of 12.04%, according to the platform, of course. That's really nice. That's really what I'm aiming for the platform. I gain this amount of money. And if you look at my current investments, you can see one thing, right? That a lot are in the current state, there are bits that are late. However, the buyback guarantee will save those, right? As it becomes active. There is 2 euros and 25 cents of default. That's because there was one loan originator that actually went bankrupt, was called Eurocent in Poland. That was the only bad thing that happened in Mintos, at least on my investments over those past 4 years. So I basically just lost 2 euros, but I made all this money compared to that. So that was really nothing. And again, I didn't lose a lot on this issue because I was really diversifying. So really diversify, I did as many loan originators, as many loans as possible, and you will be really safe in case such an event happened. So it can happen for sure, as you can see here. But if you do things right, if you have the right auto invest settings, or if you use now invest and access, you will be just fine on investing on Mintos. So now that's great. That's what the platform tells me. I wanted to be sure that, with all this data I have, that I actually made all this money, right? That this return is actually accurate. So for that, I created an app called Track Invest that allow you to really track what's happening on your different peer-to-peer lending platforms. So we'll just switch to that now, and I will show you the results that I have from Mintos, but based on real actual numbers. So I just logged in into my Track Invest account, which you can find at trackinvest.io. I will put the link also just below the video. And Mintos is just over there. So you can see that this is a calculated yield from based on the raw data that Mintos provided. Like all the transactions. I just imported everything into the app and it gives me this number of 12.02%. So it's really similar, nearly identical to what the actual platform gave me. So that's really nice because I'm sure that I made this money. So you can see I invested this amount, I got this amount now. I have a nice yield of just about 12% and I'm making above 300 euros a month of income just coming from Mintos. So this is already the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. So as you could tell from the video, Mintos introduced a lot of new features over the years. For example, a lot of new loan originators, which really adds to the diversity of loans on the platform and allows you as an investor to diversify your portfolio in many more loans. The auto invest function also gets more complete, which also allows you to have a better control on what you invest in. Finally, there is this function called invest and access, which allows people to get liquid on the platform, meaning that you can just cash out whenever you want, which is great for people that don't want to have their money stuck for many years on the platform. Finally, you could see that I still had great results on the platform, so still a solid around 12% return on the platform after all those years, and I will still definitely continue to invest on the platform. And yes, even in 2019, I definitely still recommend to invest on Mintos, either as a way to start a portfolio in peer-to-peer lending or just to add a position to an existing portfolio. So this is already the end of this video, so I really hope it was useful for you, that it will guide your decision to invest on Mintos or not. If you have any questions about the platform, please leave them below. You will also find below the video a link to my review of Mintos that I update every month with my results. So if you want to keep up-to-date information about Mintos, just follow the link below the video. That being said, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.